All right, Facebook. Hey, we're back at it. Y'all know the internet was trying to shut me down, but that's not going to stop me because I got to bring value today. Hey, so let me tell y'all how everybody in America, over 85% of Americans actually need to shift their income, need to join my econ and learn the power of income shift. And I have something I want to share with you. So, hey, as you're tuning in, do me a favor, drop your city, drop your state. As always, please share this information because somebody out there needs to understand the rules of the wealthy, the rules of the money game, all right? So if I can reach just one person a day, that is all I need to be doing because one person reached out to me, my mentor, and shared this information with me. And what I'm about to show y'all really should be an eye-opener for many, all right? Because over 85% of Americans actually need to shift their income. I don't care if you're making 6 figures a year. I don't care if you're making, 20 to 30,000 a year. You need to shift your income. And I'm telling you, here's an example I'm going to share with you shortly as to why over 85% of America needs to join my econ. All right. There's no sales, there's no hype, there's no fluff, no puff. These are real deal strategies, real deal facts about the money game. All right. So, hey, it's your boy Nick Woodard tuning in out of the great state of Hawaii, the island of Hawaii, also known as the island takeover by way of education. Hey, y'all do me a favor when you jump on, drop your city and drop your state because I always like to see how far my broadcast is reaching. I like to see who's tuning in. I know I'm about 6 hours behind the East Coast, so if you catch this video later on today, drop your city and drop your state. And if you are not already a part of the movement, if you're not already in my econ and a proud member, a proud associate of my econ, hey, let me know. I need to know who is getting value, all right? Hey, Joy, I see you. I got you on here, sis. Got Monique out of ATL. Hey, just in a few months, we will be on that side of the U.S., all right? Our time here in Hawaii is coming to an end pretty soon. Got my man Don Wilson, all right? Mr. Next Man Up out of Chi-Town tuning in. Hey, y'all check this out. I'm about to show y'all why over 85% of America needs to join my econ. Over 85% of America needs to shift their income, okay? And I say over 85% of America is because over 85% of America works a job. All right, not saying that this isn't for people who don't work a job. If you own a business, okay, you're already an entrepreneur, you still need these strategies. Because why? Because you have to find a way to legally, ethically, and morally lower your taxes. You have to find a way to eliminate your debt, okay? Actually, we teach you how to have the government eliminate your debt since they got you into debt. And then you have to minimize your expenses. You also have to find a way to turn your expenses into business expenses, turn your everyday bills into business expenses. And then finally, you got to learn how to invest. We don't invest money for you, but we teach you the strategies that you need in order to invest. Okay, we teach you the education so you can actually tell, the financial institution or whoever you're trying to invest in where you want your money to go. All right. So I'm going to flip this around real quick and y'all check this out. Hold on one second. So here is a formula that my mentor actually shared with me. We call this income for life. All right. Income for life. So if you just follow along, there's some numbers on here. So y'all might want to screenshot this, but check this out. This is why over 85% of America needs to join my econ and needs to shift their income. All right. Here's the deal. 65 years. All right. I'm going to explain what these numbers all mean. 65 years. That is the approximate retirement age. All right. That's the retirement age that most working Americans are shooting for to retire because we've been sold this dream, that you get to 65 and, you're going to have income for life. But that's not the case. All right. Hey, Cortez, I got you, brother. I see you in St. Louis in the house. All right. And so the 25 represents most Americans start their careers around the age of 25. You go to school, get a good job, then you go to college. You really don't get started in your actual career for most people until you're 25. So what does that mean? That means you have worked for 40 years of your life, okay, to reach the age 65. Now, if you go down, it says hours worked, all right? Most of us work 40 hours a week, all right? Weeks worked, 50, all right? Because we're going to give everybody a 2-week vacation out of the year. There's 52 weeks in a year, but we're going to say you worked 50 weeks, all right? And that's 2,000 hours. Okay, 2,000 hours a year that you're working. All right, I'm going somewhere with this, so y'all just follow me. All right, so on the right, the 25,000. All right, we're just gonna lowball it. All right, I know many of us on here are making more than 25,000 a year, but we're gonna lowball it, and y'all are gonna see where I'm going. So 25,000 a year times 40 years, because remember, we're working 40 years to reach that age of 65. If you were making 25,000 a year, you will have touched $1 million, right? $1 million. That's crazy, right? We don't believe it. You will have touched $1 million. So, just take your income, place it in that 25,000, and you do the math. I know some of us are going to be a lot higher than that, right? So let's go to the bottom. Years over hours. All right. So here is why, what all this ties down to. Here is why over 85% of America needs to join my econ. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20. That represents the amount of years that you have been working your job. Okay. The bottom half is the hours. So for example, if you've been working for 5 years on your current job, you have been working for at least 10,000 hours. Okay. So on and so forth. So my question for you is, can you show at least $1 for every hour that you have worked on your job? Just $1. If you've been working for 5 years, can you go pull $10,000 right now without it hurting you? That's just $1 for every hour that you have worked. Okay? Check this out. All right, Facebook. That is why over 85% of America needs to join my econ. Straight up. There's no questions about it. There's no, numbers don't lie. There's nothing, there's no research to go do. I just showed y'all the facts. I just showed y'all numbers. I did not create this formula. This was actually shared to me by my mentors who are extremely, extremely wealthy and have used the strategies to put themselves in position to where they no longer work a job. There's nothing wrong with a job. I did not do this presentation to bash jobs, all right? Be grateful for your job, just never satisfied. And in fact, you should be using your job to fund your future lifestyle, that is. All right? So if you take them numbers, hopefully you screenshotted the slide that I showed, the presentation slide that I showed called Income for Life. Take them numbers and ask yourself, you don't need to comment on this video, but ask yourself, how long have you been working on your current job? If it's 5 years, that's 10,000 hours you've been working. Okay? Now, ask yourself, can I go legitimately touch $10,000? That's saving $1 for every hour. So if you've been working, 20 years, I know a lot of us military folks, we're close to that 20-year mark. Can you go and touch $20,000 right now without it breaking your bank? Because I'm sorry, 40,000 for 20 years. Because that is only $1. I'm not talking about $5, $10, $20. $1 for every hour that you work. So, you work 40 hours a week. That's $40 a week that you are supposed to be putting to the side. The reason that most people cannot do that is because you are not shifting your income. You are overpaying your taxes. Okay? And we teach you how to legally, ethically, and morally adjust that. You're losing a lot of money to your debt because, there's a lot of good programs out there that teach you about debt elimination, but they're not teaching you how to legally lower your taxes and then use that money to eliminate your debt. They're teaching you how to eliminate debt with money that you barely have. So in essence, you're only snowballing your situation because you're still losing money while eliminating debt. Are you able to write off your current expenses, your internet, your phone bill, your mileage, your square footage of your home, those type of things that you're paying for anyways? Are you able to legally write those off as business expenses every year? If you answered no to any of them questions, I need you to text me keyword 3495. It's time to stop playing, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get started and learn the power of income shifting. Text me keyword 3495. You don't have to comment on the video. You can actually inbox me privately if you don't want people to see that you're reaching out. I'm telling you, I'm here to help. I love helping people get on the right side of capitalism. I love showing people the power of income shifting. Y'all do me a favor. Please share this video because somebody needs this today. Even if you don't find benefit in it, hey, do me a favor and share it with somebody who's not as fortunate as you. All right? Because we all, at the end of the day, we have to build our own wealth. We cannot rely on the government. We cannot rely on, our job. Your job will not make you wealthy. Your job is only there to pay you for what you're doing. Okay? So I'm telling y'all, income for life. That's what we have to do. I'm going to show this slide one more time so y'all can really understand what I'm talking about. Income for life. Y'all might want to screenshot that, okay? Because this is going to determine where you are going to end up financially. Okay. So, hey, it's your boy Nick Water tuning in out of the great state of Hawaii, the island of Hawaii, also known as the Island Takeover by way of education. I appreciate y'all jumping on. All right. I see we got a few people tuning in. Hey, y'all drop your city and drop your state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. Thank you.